sell advertising to like all of these people. I think the only sensible thing to do is to take a dive right now. Anyway, thanks for having me here. I was a creative guy by training, and so naturally, the first thing I did when I was given a brief by the account guy was question the brief, and in my head think, well, this brief must be wrong. And I thought I would ask my kids about the problem. I actually offer them $20 if they do it for me. It reminded them that I worked in advertising, and although I love advertising, my kids, and what you can't see is just a 4-year-old holding my legs while the 7-year-old is coming up to kick me. They hate advertising, and I think we have to start there. Pew Research, and not just my kids, will tell you that most of the world doesn't like advertising. Just true, all right? What we have with the internet is a chance to change that. And so with some apologies here for what may become obvious reasons, I would put forward that it's not the internet that needs to get reinvented. The internet will continue to be reinvented by billions of people around the world, smarter than any individual one of us. It's advertising that probably needs to get reinvented for the internet. So having changed the brief, late last night, I got that far, I decided that for me it really boiled down to 3 simple points. If we're going to change advertising on the internet, we need to change our idea, or reinvent our idea of context, of connections, and of the base currency on which the economy thrives. Point number 1 is that the medium is, the message is not a medium. Internet does not equal advertising. We dealt for the last century or more with fixed distribution, controlled content, 100% purposeful advertising media. The internet is not that, right? It's a lot more than that. It's a mirror image of our entire daily lives and human experiences. And so the first thing I would suggest is we stop thinking about the internet as an advertising medium. It is not. Part of it is, the whole thing is not. And it's a subsection of the internet that really is the place that's appropriate. A lot of people use the phone, right? Doesn't mean it's a great advertising platform. And in our efforts to chase reach and scale, I think we just assume that if we can reach somebody, then that means it's an advertising-supported business model. I disagree. I think we've got to pull back on that, redefine the context. Thought number 2, respect the motion of emotion. You know, and here I'm going to sort of, with respect to the long dead Dr. Maslow, use his thoughts on the internet. Maslow is famous for the hierarchy of needs. We tend to think very monolithically about the internet context. I didn't turn off my phone. Jesus, I'm sorry. And we value mail the same way we value a family photo album. And what we need to do if we're truly going to connect people, truly going to reach people in the emotional sense, is understand that the mind states are vastly different. There's a spectrum of mind states that you have when you're online. It's different when you're looking for a job and you're unemployed than if you are reminiscing with high school friends. Your receptivity to advertising, your receptivity to lots of outside influences is vastly different. It's not a monolithic state. And just to put it in very practical terms, very human terms, you have 10 minutes to kill, you want to play a fun game, go to a gaming site. Hey, this Kellogg's game looks fun. It's on par with the other entertainment options I have. I'm going to play that. 10 minutes, well spent. Thank you, Kellogg's. Right? The advertising actually sated the need with which the consumer decided to visit the site. As opposed to, I'm really busy, I got lots to do, I got to check my mail, I'm going to go to mymailsite.com. No, I'm sorry, I don't want to be advertised to right now. Right? Very fundamentally different mind state you're dealing with here. The last thought I had is time is on our side. To me, time really, and Randall's tired of hearing about this, but I really think that time should be the base currency of the internet, not just reach or impressions or what have you. The truth is that time is a much better currency because it considers the consumer's feelings. It's the synthesis of the context and the connections. It evinces itself in time. And time can be measured in both passive and active terms, but implicit in measuring time and charging for time is the fact that you have earned some modicum of attention from a consumer, and that means that there is going to be a win-win somewhere. And to me, the third suggestion is really just about selling, buying, and using time for. Is this all messed up? Yeah, it is. Anyway, those are my three suggestions. I think that as the brief has been rewritten, this would make advertising more welcome, more valuable, and more profitable. And wow, look at that. See, I'm so efficient. You know why? Because I was the digital guy at a traditional agency in the 90s. So I'm used to having like 2 minutes or less at the end of a presentation. I could have been an auctioneer, you know. And that's it. And
I'll 2 minutes at the beginning.
What's that?
No, it's 2 minutes at the beginning.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And I just leave with a thought-provoking question, and then I guess sit down and hope for the best. Thank you all very much.